Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be making Seaside Cotton soap revamped. So my Seaside Cotton soaps I've made before, but in today's video I'm doing the design slightly different with slightly different colors, so I decided I would share it with you. So my Seaside Cotton soaps are very literal in the sense that my inspiration was the beach. So I wanted to do a layered soap with a swirl. So I wanted to do a layer at the bottom that was supposed to represent sand, and then the majority of the soap, so the top layer, is a bluish, different shades of blue and a little bit of green swirl to mimic the ocean. Now that I've blended together my lye, water, and oils, I'm going to start working on the first layer of the soap, which is the sand layer. So I poured a little bit of my batter out into a container. I want to make the sand layer exist but not take up a majority of the soap, so I'm not using a ton of batter for this. I'm using just a little bit of gold mica to color the sand portion. I find that it gives a really nice warm-toned beige color by using the gold mica. Perfect color for trying to mimic sand. Since this is going to be my bottom layer for my soap, I want to make sure it's as thick as possible because I'm going to be swirling on top of it. So I'm stick blending it a little bit more so that the batter reaches a bit of a thicker trace. I also want to enhance the sandy look of the soap by adding some oats into it. I find that it gives a little bit of a nice exfoliation when you're using the bar, and it also makes the sandy part look a little bit more realistic. It is that time to stick blend some more. I actually found while stick blending that it chopped up the oat pieces a little bit more, which was really nice because then it's less chunky, it's a little bit more smooth throughout. I also probably didn't need to stick blend as much as I did because you'll see that when I am trying to pour it, it is really, really thick. Alright, we did it. The base layer is done. Now it's time to move on to the swirly blues. So I separated out my soap batter into two more sections, and these are going to be my blues and turquoisey kind of colors. I also wanted to mention that I'm keeping a little bit of the plain uncolored soap batter because I'm going to incorporate that into my swirl as kind of like the white sea foam that comes up when the waves crash. Time to add some fragrance. I actually think I forgot to add fragrance to the sand portion of this soap because I looked back down the footage and I didn't see myself pouring any. But anyways, today we are using Seaside Cotton from Nature's Garden, and on their website they describe the scent as beginning with fresh ozony marine notes, which blend nicely with romantic base notes of sheer musk and amber. When I smell this scent, fresh cotton, laundry type scent is what hits me first. In the background a little bit more, you get more of like the salty air and the marine notes that the website describes. But overall, it is very fresh, very cotton, very laundry type of scent. I also wanted to mention that I'm pretty sure this fragrance oil is a dupe for a Bath & Body Works scent that I think is now discontinued called Sea Island Cotton. So, for those of you out there who have smelled Sea Island Cotton before, this is supposed to smell like that. I think I have at one point too, I just cannot remember what Sea Island Cotton smells like. But it smells like cotton. I am doing an in the pot swirl for the soap today. I think I actually might prefer these over the drop swirls. I feel like they usually come out better. And when you pour into the mold, you see all those colors waterfall into it. It just looks really pretty. I am also trying to do another fancy top on this soap. If you watched my Star Drop soap making video, I was talking about how I never really purposefully try to do a design on the top of the soap. I usually just pour or scrape out the rest of the containers kind of willy-nilly and then just swirl them around and see what I get. But this time around, I am trying to make it look more uniform. So I'm pouring the darker blue in one half of the mold and then the lighter blue in the other half of the mold. And I'm gonna swirl down the middle to kind of have it look a little bit feathery. Okay, it is 24 hours later, which means it's time to unmold. I was very excited with how the top came out, and I was hoping the inside would match the top. Here we have a pretty looking Seaside Cotton soap bar. I think the swirls actually look a little bit like the paintings you would see in an art museum. Like, I know that's not specific at all, but it almost looks a little bit like brush strokes, like some of the more abstract art pieces or something like that. I really like how it came out.